Today I am just getting home and from yoga class and wanted to just come share my inspiration. Tip of the day, inspiration of the day, whatever you want to call it. When you are wanting to have something different in your life, say you set a manifestation goal, or you want a different relationship, you want to look different, you want to release some weight, you want to have healthier relationships, and you set this goal and you start to work towards it and you start to move towards it and you start to move towards it, and then all of a sudden blocks come into your path. All of a sudden things start to show up and you're like, oh, I can't do that anymore. Well, what would happen if you actually did it anyway? I'll give you an example. Today I take a yoga class, and I did not want to go to yoga. I did a workout this morning. My body was sore, my back was bothering me, and I did not want to go to yoga. But it's on my commitment towards my physical goals of things that I'm desiring to become and have more of, like more flexibility, more mobility, more strength. And I just thought to myself, okay, what does my body need? And I got the message that yoga would be helpful. Still didn't want to go. Still did not want to go. And I'm sitting in class and I'm like, oh man, I hope I made the right decision. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to listen to my body, move through the movements that feel good, and the ones that don't. And I just finished, and I share this with you because so often people stop what they're doing that's working you towards the goals that you want because something got uncomfortable. Maybe you got sick, or your kids got sick, or something happened. All of a sudden you feel like you can't do it. Well, here's the thing. When you stay committed and you still show up at the 100% that you could give in that moment, which might be different than your 100% the next day, there's a beautiful thing that happens. There's space that's created, patterns are broken, and you just feel better because you kept your word, you followed through. So I'm just finishing yoga, like I said, and here my body feels amazing. Feels like there was a big release. All the tension from the workout this morning is loosened and feels really good and expansive. And more importantly, the feel good, the physical feel good feels good, but also the mental feels good, the emotional, the feeling of following through, keeping my word, knowing that I'm on path to the goal of what it is that I'm looking to create. So where in your life are you wanting something different, but are making excuses not to have it? Something different, something shows up, and then you stop doing what your goal was, what your focus was. I invite you to look inward and ask yourself, is it something you really want? Is it really important? Because it is. If it is, stop making excuses. When I first had my children, I was with my third son. So I had a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a newborn. No, I had a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a newborn. And I really wanted to work out. I love working out, wanted to work out, but I was exclusively nursing. My children never took a bottle. And it was just like, all right, how can I make this happen? And so I hired a trainer, but I couldn't necessarily afford a trainer on my own at that time. And so then I found people that wanted to work out with me, and we became a group training session. And I literally did whatever I had to make those sessions work. And sometimes I had to stop in the middle of the session and take care of my child, and sometimes I could get through the whole session. But the point is, I kept my word and I followed through. I didn't let the excuses of, oh, I have a newborn, that I can't get things done that I want. I'm not saying you have to be productive and do things. It's, what do you want? What is your goal? What are you inspired to do for yourself? And whatever that is, find your path. Do what feels right and stay committed. And when you're in the flow, when things are going good and things are open and expansive, take note of what you're doing. And when things feel down in the dumps and they're not working, take note of what you're doing. Because I bet you're not doing the same things that you were when you were feeling open and expansive. So I hope this tip helps you. And if you want more if you just want some additional support on how to stay committed, how to follow through, drop commitment down below, and